So the other day was the VTuber Awards. Beetle got Best Tech VTuber of the Year, which I think we all kind of saw coming. Leah, if you've been watching me for a while, one of my earliest videos was Leah and Neurosama collab. They've actually done 2. We covered both of them on this channel. She got a lot of screen time. I'm pretty sure she won an award too, but the website isn't showing all her awards, so I don't remember which one. But she's dope. She was cool. She was on there. phaseconnect was one of the sponsors for the event, and they also won an award for Rising VTuber Org. Now, with some really smart marketing, phaseconnect debuted their next gen Euphoria last night, which is the day after the VTuber Awards, which is really cool to see. And I watched all the debuts yesterday. Yes, the whole 5 hours of it. And I know a lot of you guys are busy, so I'll basically give you a summary of it all. And at the end, I'll kind of I'll give you a bit of a tier list of what I expect and who I'm most interested in. It'll be completely subjective, but you'll get to see my opinions on the new talents. So first up is Saya. She's a dragon VTuber. She's got a very Chuuni feel. She's supposed to be a blacksmith. She has this like gargantuan sword, which is literally taller than her, which I thought was really cute. She calls her viewers or the fans fireflies, which I wasn't sure if that was like literal fireflies or it was supposed to mean like the little sparks that fly out of a forge. Let me know in the comments which one that is. People were spamming like people in chat were just spamming tummy, whoa, and they were doing the sobbing emoji plus the angry emoji. If you know what I'm talking about, then it was pretty hilarious. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you know, you're better off not knowing. Let's be real. She seems she's like bratty and delulu, and it very much fits the whole fantasy vibe all of Euphoria kind of gives off, which I really enjoy that aesthetic. Low-key feels like a little bit of like a hag in a Loli body because their interests are definitely not that childish, right? But she seems a bit low-key, a bit schizo, a little bit, you know, crazy. Like I love to see that in my streamers that I like watching. I know that's not for everybody, but you know, I'm like a Pippa enjoyer, so I liked that. So yeah, basically she's a bad dragon. Yep. And it has a glow in the dark butt. Someone said that in the chat, and that shit had me dying of laughter. Okay, Runie Brews. I like to call her Chuuni Runie, and kind of sums up a good bit of her personality. Definitely a hag. She said she's supposed to be like 95 years old or something like that. So yeah, she's getting up there in the grandma years. She's a really good singer. She's supposed to be this like evil woman, like gonna corrupt you type lore, but she actually seems really sweet when you start to talk to her. So if you're into that kind of gap moe, I'm sure you'd like her. Because in reality, she seems like a bit of a goofball, and I like that. It's very endearing. Yeah, or if you like the older Onesan type, you know, there you go. That's it. There's your hag, you know. She's into like spooky things. Okay, so like horror, and she likes drinking streams. So if you're into drinking streams, you know, you want to share a drink, there you go. She's your girl. All right. Bit of a degen, and low-key compared to the other talents, she seems a bit on the normie side of things, which is fine. That's good. She likes drawing lewd art, and then, well, I mean, it kind of plays into her character model because there's a lot going on there for sure. Muyu Moo. Yes, it's a cow lolly. Yup. I know what you're all thinking, but she's a memer. She's funny, yo. She kind of reminds me of like a Jidai K girl, which means like a bombshell girl, meaning like they look really sweet and they're this like cute aesthetic, but then you get to know them and they're actually like emotionally crazy. But that could just be me, you know. I might just be dumb and misreading it. So yeah, she's supposed to be this lolly alchemist cow, and she calls herself the Purple Smoke. And I don't know, the way she says it is freaking hilarious, and everybody in chat just spams Purple Smoke. So that's pretty funny. She's definitely like a mega gamer. Like she had an N64, she had a PlayStation 1. She was talking about doing Minecraft PvP with Bandicam and like blasting EDM in the back. It was pretty cool. But she likes Europa Universalis 4, which if you don't know what Europa is, it's this like mega in-depth nerdy game. Think like Risk, but like 1,000 times more complex, okay? And this is a boomer game. I'm telling you, I have never met someone under the age of like 26 who plays EU4. This is mega boomer game, okay? So she's a hag and a lolly buddy. For sure. Okay. Sakana was definitely going for something with this. All right. And she's an otaku. She's a D-gen otaku. Like, very much a shut-in. All right. So if you're into that, she's your girl. She loves drawing art. And she's a bit of a kusagaki. She's kind of bratty, okay? Stinky, doesn't clean, doesn't go outside, doesn't shower, doesn't clean up. Bandicam, hardcore gaming, all right? So if you like that, if you like the uo, angry sob emoji, there you go. There's your streamer. She's pretty cool. She definitely has a big personality, and she's really into her character. So she seems like a lot of fun. Now we got Hina, and I think I'm going to speak for everyone when we say when we first saw her art and her model, like, holy sheesh! She got a lot going on. Her artist popped the frick off, and yeah, it's think like Crony, Choco-sen, like, it's out there. It's erotic for sure. Like, they had to have a censored version of like the debut teaser trailer, like the family friendly version where they gave her like a new outfit, because there's a lot going on for sure. Her lore kind of consists of that she doesn't like studying, and Runie kind of like debated her into coming into like the human realm. And this was kind of interesting because Runie was a big part of her lore. And if you look at a lot of the phaseconnect art for Euphoria, a lot of it has Runie and Hina kind of close together and oftentimes like touching, right? Unlike all the other members of the new gen, they don't really have anything like that. So maybe I'm kind of reading into it too much, but I think based off of the lore and based off of the art that we've seen, maybe the two of them are fairly close, and we'll get to see a lot of collabs between the two of them. Personality wise, she seems a bit shy, a little flustered. Her BGM and her vibe in her room is very comfy, okay? Maybe a bit on the innocent side, despite like how her character model is. A little bit less degen, which is hard to believe because this is phaseconnect after all. Maybe she'll have her like Hachima moment after getting corrupted by Runie, and she'll become the rest of degen connect. We'll see. But for now, and based on the debut, she seems like she's cute, sweet, shy, and she's a priestess. Okay, so also I was a bit disappointed by this. Looks like an elf. Is not actually an elf. She's supposed to be a bird, but she redeemed this because then she went on like a little mini rant about how she likes elves later in the debut. And if you guys have watched some of the videos on my second channel, I went on a rant about elves for a while, and I'll sometimes call friends after watching a free rant episode and rant about elves. Anyways, I digress. That's a totally different topic. Back to Hina. Her persona, or like her character, seems like a little bit on like the inexperienced side of things. I know like during the debut, she was kind of cutting off the ends of syllables at the end of the sentences, which makes her sound a bit shy, but also like that was part of the debut, and part of her character is being a bit on the shy side. Either that, or maybe she was literally a little bit shy during the debut, which is fine because, you know, things change after debut, as I'm sure you all know. But yeah, her model's like really quiet and revealing, but she seems like a really sweet girl, fairly modest. And she loves EDM, so if you like that, check her out for sure. Okay, Eimi Isami, Salami. She's a hamster. She's a goofball. When I saw the trailer for the new gen, and she hit her this little goofy ass one-liner, and she's like, "Cheese to meet you," I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. And I definitely had my eye on her. Unfortunately, I had to leave before her debut, so I had to watch the debut later. I didn't get to spam stuff in chat, which would have been fun. But anyways, she's got this like Gyadu fashion going on with the scrunchie in the hair and the leg warmers, which you gotta love Gyadu fashion. Her openings lore song was a freaking banger, dude. There was like a hamster, and there was like nuclear explosion, and then the whole song, the lyrics were dope. Absolute bomb. Okay, A lot of people in chat were saying that she kind of sounds like a new Pippa. And admittedly, if you put the video on like 1.5x speed or put her on some meth, like she kind of would sound like Pippa. I can see it, okay? There was a bunch of scuff. She was screaming. Her model has this crazy lean feature where she like leans in and then like her model literally leans in. Like you kind of have to go see it to see like know what I'm talking about. She's just this goofy, like she's supposed to be an invincible hamster that just can withstand anything. So she's got to like experimented on. So she's like the freaking Wolverine cockroach Giga rat. She has a ton of energy. Her songs are really dope. She's really into like visual novels. So if that's your thing, you'd really like her. She likes a good story. She likes a good mystery. She likes detective work. She played League. Ew. Okay, but she said she wouldn't do that anymore. So whatever. Fine. League players. Omega lol. She's into idols and idol cultures like Love Live and stuff like that. So if you love that kind of stuff, you'd get along with her really well. She's got like this really messy room with food everywhere. So people were spamming the ant emoji in chat, and that will probably keep being a meme forever. Just ants all over her room. Then they teased, after that, they teased the new Gen 3 song with all the girls together singing their own original song. So that one actually sounded really, really good. So definitely check that out when it comes out. And I hope I touched on everything. If I missed something, be sure to comment that down below so that everybody else gets to know. And okay, it's time for my totally biased and very subjective tier list, which is purely based on not how good of a content creator I think they are, but just purely based on how interested I am in watching their content and how interested I am in following up and watching more of their content after the debut, okay? So it's completely subjective. It's completely my own opinion. And it's basically just for fun, so don't take it too serious. Anyways, okay, starting with Hina. All right, so Hina seems really, really sweet. But the kind of VTubers I like to watch are the ones that are on crack cocaine and they just spout freaking nonsense and they have no chill, okay? So compared to all the girls, all right, she's probably the one I'm least interested in, okay? Just not my type, okay? That's all. That's all it is. Nothing wrong with Hina. I just like crazy little fricks. Eimi, I will say after watching the trailer, she was the one I was most interested in. Now I'm not really sure because some of the things that she's interested in, I don't really care about. Like visual novels are a thing that like I never really got into, but I think she's really, really funny and I like her personality. I think the singing is really good. She seems really cool, but if she's playing a bunch of visual novels on the stream and stuff, I probably won't be super interested. Okay, so I'm gonna slide her right into the A slot. Okay, A tier. Okay, Moo. Okay, Moo seems really in character. She seems really fun. Bit of a boomer. It's cool. It's fine. I like that. An absolute gamer, which I'm into. I like the gaming, okay? So I'm actually going to put her just ahead of Eimi, okay? So maybe we'll do something like this to make it fair, okay? I think she's going to be cool. She's got a lot of energy. I like that. They both have a lot of energy. I like that. But Moo's a bit more of a gamer, which is more towards my preferences, okay? And she's a bit more degenerate, okay? Which I think is hilarious. Okay, Chuuni Runie. Not a crazy gamer, good singing. One-san, I think she's cool. She's really into like her character and like her backstory and stuff, and like the RP aspect of things, which is all right. It's just not really quite like my thing. All right, so I'm gonna slide her into C tier. Okay. Now finally, Saya. Saya was cool. Saya was probably the biggest surprise for me because I basically didn't have any expectations for her going into like the debuts, and I thought her debut was really, really fun. I thought she was cool, and I thought a lot of things that she's interested in kind of resonated with me. So she's probably the most likely one for me to kind of like want to check out like the debut 2.0 and so on. Okay, so I'm gonna put her at the top. And there's a second Saya because I'm a dummy and I added another image and I didn't like the way it looked. So then I added this one and I don't know how to remove it. So it's there. Here's my list. Totally subjective. Don't let this influence you at all. Go watch whoever you want to watch. Go check out whoever you want to watch. And I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I had a lot of fun making it. And let me know what you think in the comments below, who you're interested in watching or any of that, okay? Peace! Flat.
when a dragon sneezes. Out of the way, dummy. Duh.
Dummy?
Cyroxis, you're always hot and bothered, dragon.
Huh?
So I broke a few rules, betrayed a few gods. Can't
This is so Chuuni.
fun? Rooney Ruse. And my army of demons, too. The great alchemist graces you with her presence. Hey, you're supposed to meet
Loli?
Muyu.
Bratty? Okay, Kusagaki, okay. Checking all the boxes. All the Chuba boxes.
Hina. I'm praying for the both of us. I've always wondered what it means to be human. But I'm a hamster, so it doesn't bother me.
Okay, she's funny.
Pleased to meet you.
Wait, I feel like I recognize her voice. Huh?